I have been thinking lately about the language of birds. After all, birdsong accompanies most of my days. It is everywhere. And birds themselves, the robins and wrens, the crows and cardinals, they surround us. They perch in tree branches, bathe in puddles, fly overhead. It is easy to think of me as protagonist and nature as scenery and soundtrack. But what if I am the incidental one? What if I am scenery and soundtrack to other narratives? Consider the birds. Each one has its own fledgling story, its own first moment of flight, and then all its moments of storms and wind and sun, its building of nests, its finding food, its raising a family. Birds populate my art and my poems, as do leaves and water and trees. Birds call out, and I listen. The sky calls to the sea, and the sea listens. I am, as the bird tells me in my poem, as common as air. All of my life, I have been searching for the who and why of me. And now, in my aging, anxious body, I find that my imagination might be more real than my flesh and bones, more true, more accurate. The bird in my poem talks to me. So soft and like wind were her words, as if they floated across space and blew under my skin and stayed there inside me, taking up residence, nesting in me, her words, which, I might add, were not words at all, but I heard them that way. In my soul searching for relevant memories, for some sense of what makes me what I am, for some way to make sense of an often cruel, sometimes kind humanity, the answer has always been right there in the trees outside my window. Another of my poems begins, I recognized my heart when the black birds gathered there in the trees outside my door. Maybe I want to know the language of birds because human language fails us all. But in the language of birds, trees, air, dirt, and water, that is where we recognize our hearts.